Flavor of a good old-fashioned bake sale, Quick-Star style. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our premium donuts. Choose from Quick-Star's fluffy Long Johns, rich Persians, classic Bismarcks, or ring donuts. So delicious, just like the ones at your hometown bake sale. Do you remember those fresh oven-baked cookies your grandma used to make? So good. Well, the Quickery's got them. Our cookies are just like the ones from back in the day. Let's head straight to the bake sale, only at Quick-Star. Treat yourself today.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Hey Hawkeye fans, there's a new MVP at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Carol's Corn, Iowa's favorite gourmet popcorn, is now popping fresh for every men's and women's basketball game. From our delicious triple mix to golden caramel and bold cheese. Every bite is handcrafted right here in the Midwest. Popped fresh, local, and made with you in mind. So grab your bag, cheer loud, and taste the flavor of Hawkeye pride. Carol's Corn. Grab yours and enjoy the game inside Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Carol's Corn. We pop every kernel with you in mind.
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile, better together.
Now it's time for today's John Deere shoot-around with Iowa coach Ben McCollum, courtesy of our great Iowa John Deere dealers, Sinclair Tractor, Bodensteiner Implement, Van Wall, P&K Midwest, and KC Nielsen. Thank you for your support of the Hawkeyes all season long, because nothing runs like a Deere. Here's Gary Dolphin and Coach Ben McCollum.
Your NCAA tournament experience now is extensive. How does that help in moments like this when you have quick turnarounds, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've had quicker turnarounds, obviously. At Division II, you have them really quick. So, you know, it's been a good few days. I think we've got a good plan. It certainly helps to have been in tournament settings more consistently, you know, and just being able to prep quickly and make it simple enough, but yet enough changes that we can, you know, we can punish some things.
It's not that your late game execution hasn't been good most of the year, but it's been excellent in the tournament. What do you attribute that to?
Heightened awareness. You know, I think our guys are a little bit more aware. You know, I think our staff has done a good job of being aware. You know, I think we've just been better at concentrating throughout the postseason.
And where the scouting report comes in, how do you balance the scouting report with just keeping things simple after 35 games?
Yeah, I mean, you can tweak a few things here or there, and you just put a major emphasis on something. You're not going to figure out everything that they're going to run. And so you just have to make sure that you know more of what they're going to run. And then the rest, you know, just kind of go back to your concepts of making sure that your hand activity is good, you're building your shell, building that wall, and getting physical on box outs.
You've been harping about rebounding all season, but especially in the tournament. Man, it's been there for you. I know you got to be pleased about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big deal. You increase your possessions over your opponent, and you get more shots. It always helps to get more shots than your opponent, and you can miss more.
Well, hopefully not too many more. Defensively, the Hawks and the Huskers, two of the very best in the Big Ten, consistently all season long. What is it about Nebraska's defense you have to be aware of?
It's just so strange. You know, it's everything's completely different than a normal defense, and so and they do a good job of flying around and getting to shooters and all that. So they disrupt you in that you don't run your normal stuff. You get them in rotation and you shoot the first shot when you need to make sure that you get, you know, 2 or 3 rotations, and so making sure that we get to that is a big deal.
Sam Hoiberg, I know you're concerned always about keeping him out of the lane, the drive and the kick. He's usually looking for Bryce Sanford, first option. What's the key to just bumping him off his stride?
just got to guard him. You got to keep him in front. You know, I didn't think we did a good job of that last game. We didn't do it the first game, and you just got to keep him in front and then stay down when he goes dead. And we just haven't done a good job of that.
How about Rink Mast? He's a good shooter, a good catch and shoot guy for 6'10".
Yeah, good shooter, good passer, good feel for the game. Need to make sure that we stick his shot and get him off the three-point line and then get him inside into the post and then box him out.
I'm sure you're aware that the Hawks are 15-1 when Al Fulgaris hits double figures. Of course, the shot the other night speaks for itself. But what is it about him? He never changes emotion.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what you see. No, he's getting there. He's doing better and better as the day goes on. And, I think he's got a heightened awareness right now. I think sometimes during a season, a long grinding season, it's hard for kids to maintain that poise, maintain that toughness. And, he had a difficult time with that. But, now he's dialing himself back in and doing a much better job.
Well, it takes time to adjust to Big Ten basketball, doesn't it?
It does. And you're a new coach and new system, new everything. And so you're just trying to get used to it.
Cale's playing a lot more at the point, which puts Bennett on the wing. Does that help him? Not that Bennett needs to be any more relaxed than he is. He's always in control. But what has it done to benefit the club? They're just face guarding Bennett. So then you're just playing 4-on-4. So, if teams keep doing that, then we'll play 4-on-4 and it'll be fine. Obviously I think Bennett, he'll start hitting shots again and all should be good. 35 games in the books. What's your message to the guys? You're about ready to hit that locker room door open and head out onto the floor for a chance to go to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, I mean, there's no, New Rockney speech that you can give right now, or should I say Hayden Fry speech to be more appropriate, or Kinnick's speech, Tom Brand's speech, whatever Hawkeye coach that we can say, legend. There's nothing that you can really say. They know what it is. You just got to go compete.
Thanks, Ben. Good luck tonight.
Thanks a lot.
That's Coach Ben McCullum, as always brought to you by the great Iowa John Deere dealers. We're down here in a great city of Houston, Texas, and we're ready to play for a right to go to the Elite Eight, the Hawkeyes and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Big Ten versus Big Ten. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? Let's break it down. Innovative tech means smarter and safer driving. Intelligent all-wheel drive will keep you ready for anything. And built Ford tough trucks will always get the job done. Plus, come into your local Ford store today and get super low APR financing, big cash back, and great lease offers on Ford's full line of cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Sales claim based on calendar year sales.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great, and with the recent uncertain times, we got through it, thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank. Simply better banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball. Visit MidwestOne.bank for empowered money management. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to coverage of the Sweet 16. The Hawkeyes and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The winner advancing to the Elite Eight later this weekend here in Houston at the Toyota Center. It's time right now for Bobby Hansen's Keys to the Game, sponsored all season long by Summit Agricultural Group. Summit Agricultural Group is committed to Iowa and adding value to Iowa products: corn, beef, hogs, and ethanol. Go Hawks. Go to the Sweet 16. Go to the Elite Eight, Bobby.
Here we go, is what it is, Gary. So about 10 minutes to tip off here, and Summit Ag Keys to the Game that I have given a lot of thought of this. I think the number one key is that you got to control the pace of this game. You got to control the tempo. Nebraska, I believe, will want to make this an up and down game with quick possession, transition threes, try to turn you over. The Hawkeyes with 19 turnovers over in Lincoln in the overtime loss, so had just 12 in Iowa City in the victory. So easy to see that you must value the possession of the basketball and make Nebraska work on defense. You're not going to have a quick up and down game out of the Hawkeyes. They're going to make you play side to side defensively, and then hopefully Bennett Sturts get the corner turn and get in there. So long possessions, control the tempo of this game. Second key is going to be Bryce Sanford. I'm sure he's pumped up for this third game versus his old team, the Hawkeyes. He is one of the sparks that the Cornhuskers team has, and they'd love for him to shoot threes and shoot those threes early, and they fuel that with some deep buckets. So Bryce is the main guy. Rink Mast is another one off the bench. Frager and the kid Cale Jacobson you got to be careful of. But Bryce Sanford, I think, is the key to victory. You got to slow him down, and Bennett Sturts did a great job of that over in Iowa City. Third key is going to be the bench. I mentioned those two guys for Nebraska, but for the Hawkeyes, Alvaro Folgueras, Isaiah Howard, Tate Sage, those are the three guys that are going to battle Frager and Cale Jacobson. You cannot allow those two from Nebraska to come up big. Both bring a lot of energy and three-point shooting. Alvaro, the X factor for Iowa. We need to continue his confident play, and we need energy from Isaiah Howard. And Tate Sage could be an X factor in this game.
Yeah, and we're used to saying Iowa's outsized tonight. We're done with that. The Hawks have been playing pretty doggone good against no matter how big the opponent is, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, and rebounding, we can add that in there. Try to condense this down to three of them. But, yeah, rebounding always critical. It's about equal on the board when you got size. But I love the fight of the Hawkeyes, especially Tavion Banks, Cam Manyow.
Yeah, and you've got to block out on Bayuk DeJel and Rink Mast, two big 6'10 guys. They've got a couple approaching that, but those are the two keys for the Hawks on the glass tonight. Those are Bobby's keys to the game, keys to a Hawkeye victory, and a move to the Elite Eight. The Mid-American Energy starting lineups are next, thanks to Summit Ag, Summit Agricultural Group for sponsoring Bobby's keys to the game. Summit Ag committed to Iowa and adding value to Iowa products like ethanol and hogs, beef and corn. Starting lineups are next. This is the T-Mobile countdown to tip-off in Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination. American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Attention Hawkeye fans, Big Grove is proud to be an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, Big Grove has got you covered. Enjoy an easy Eddie from the stands or visit them for every Hawkeye game at any of their 4 convenient Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, or Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Big Grove Brewery, an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Hawkeyes coming out onto the floor, followed by Nebraska. We're about 5-6 minutes away from the start of tonight's Sweet 16 game between the Hawkeyes and the Huskers, and we're back for the opening tip and the starting lineups in just a minute. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringBeyond to learn more.
Go for 0.99% financing at your local Honda dealer during the Honda Spring event. Go for all Hondas in stock and on sale. Cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Save thousands with 0.99% APR financing on 2026 Prologues. Search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval offer ends 3/31/26.
You're a Hawkeye. You named your dog Kinnick and your cat Herky. Your morning alarm is back in black. Yep, you're a Hawkeye. And now it pays to be a Hawkeye with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice Credit Union. Low fees and great perks. Plus Iowa exclusives like your choice of a Hawkeye-powered Visa debit card, Iowa merchandise, and exclusive giveaways. You've spent more time at Finkbine than you have at your office, so we know you're a Hawkeye. Now make it pay with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice. Learn more at hawkeyeaccount.com.
March on over to Riverside Casino and Golf Resort March 26th for an unforgettable performance by country music star Tracy Lawrence. Get ready to hear iconic hits such as Paint Me a Birmingham and Time Marches On, as well as find out who your friends are and Texas Tornado. This is one country music experience you won't want to miss. Secure your tickets now for this must-see concert at riversidecasinoandresort.com or visit our gift shop. We'll see you there.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Spring brings brighter days and more time to show off your cool styles. School drop-off, a chance for your outfit to shine in the morning rays. The sun filtering through your windows, practically a personal spotlight. And family walks, all perfectly timed for golden hour. Shop Kohl's for 15% off and make the most of more daylight. Your outfits deserve it. Select styles. Offer ends April 4th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
This has been the T-Mobile Countdown to Tip-Off. T-Mobile. Hawkeye Nation, you're now on America's largest 5G network. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. Better together. On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, Hawkeye Basketball is brought to you by Shelter Insurance. The ball is in your court. Visit shelterinsurance.com to find an agent who can help you with your auto, home, and life insurance needs. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Hawkeye football. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. By your local Ford dealers. And by Mid-American Energy. Mid-American Energy is proud to deliver affordable, reliable energy to you all season long. It's game time. Live from Houston, Texas, the Hawkeyes, the Cornhuskers. This is the Sweet 16. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes with well-marked Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Choose Wellmark for coverage you can count on. Find your plan at wellmark.com. Now let's join Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield first half.
Fan bases are revved up. As you can imagine, Nebraska's got the Hawks outnumbered, but not out loud. Iowa and Nebraska, they love their college sports, and it's only appropriate these two meet here in Houston tonight in the Sweet 16. The winner moves on to Saturday's Elite 8. Nebraska's never been there. The Hawks have been there 9 times, looking to hit double digits and be one of 8 left when the smoke clears. But work can be done here tonight, starting with the Mid-American Energy starting lineups. Mid-American delivers an all-star performance with a balanced energy mix of wind, solar, and other sources, keeping your power reliable every time you need it. Learn more at midamericanenergy.com. Sam Hoiberg will be at a guard for the Huskers. Coach's son, 9 points, 4 assists a game. He's been spectacular with the ball in his hands all season long. Jamarcus Lawrence is a 6'3" senior guard from Plainfield, New Jersey. Double-figure scorer at 10 points, 4 assists a game. Birkay Bayuktanjel will be at a forward, 6'10", 245, out of Turkey by way of UCLA. Bayuktanjel averages 7 points, 5 rebounds. He's completely healthy for the first time in a while. Rink Maas, the 6'10" senior from the Netherlands, spent some time at Bradley before making his way across the interstate to Lincoln. And Rink is averaging 14.6 rebounds, having a knockout year, all Big Ten. And, of course, Bryce Sanford, first team all Big Ten, the former Hawkeye, the junior from Waukee, averaging 18 points, 5 rebounds, shooting 41% from 3. He and you got to figure Bennett Sturtz will try and match each other 3 for 3 tonight. But those are the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For the Hawkeyes, Sturtz now hitting over 40%, right at 40% from 3, 48% from the field for the 6'4" senior from Liberty, Missouri. All-American, all Big Ten, and one of the very best in the conference at 20 points and 5 assists. He averaged 22 a game in Big Ten play. Cale Combs will be at the other guard. 6'4" junior is playing so well of late, running the show at the point. He's from Nixa, Missouri, down there near the Ozarks. He's averaging 6 points and 3 rebounds. Had a career-high 6 assists the other night in that spectacular performance against Florida. Cooper Koch at a forward. Cooper's got 25 threes in the last 7 games. More of the same, please. 6'8" redshirt freshman from Peoria, averaging 8 points a game. Tavion Banks at a forward. The former Drake Bulldog at 6'7", 215, a senior from Kansas City, averages 11 points, 5 rebounds. And we take another 20-point effort out of Tavion tonight. And Cam Manyow had 10 rebounds in the game, the big victory the other evening at 6'9", the junior from Kansas City, averages 7 points, 5 rebounds. Of course, Fred Hoiberg, the head coach of the Huskers. And Coach McCullum, Ben McCullum, in his first year, I don't think you can understate how big a year he's had leading this program, Bobby.
No, you really can't, Gary. What an unbelievable job that he's done. And number one, to assemble a roster, Gary. Yeah, you had the benefit of having Bennett Sturtz and those guys that came with him from Drake, and that was a huge bonus for any new coach. You can bring guys like that along. But to add a player, a piece like Alvaro Folgaris, you bring a freshman recruit in, Tate Sage, and just can't say enough about the job that Ben McCullum, that entire staff has done here in this 2026 basketball season.
The officials are all Big Ten regulars. Doug Sermons is the crew chief. Brian O'Connell and Earl Walton. Been around for many years. Cam Magnow will jump center against Rink Mast. And Act 3, the Hawks and the Huskers. This one much more important than the previous two. They're all important, but this one gets you to an Elite Eight should you be fortunate enough to win. Thanks to Rice University, our hosts here in Houston. Doug Sermons will toss the ball in the air, and Mast and Magnow will go after it. It's up in the air, and Bayuktajel controls it for the Huskers. Nebraska has the first look in the offensive end. Hoiberg shadowed by Banks on the switch. Looking for Sanford baseline, but Sturts has him covered up. Now to Lawrence, to Bayuktajel. Here's Sanford. Turns the corner, throws it to the wing. Lawrence shot fake, gets in the lane. Double team to Bayuktajel. He'll throw up a three, and it's no good. Kicks to the corner. Hoiberg cannot save it from going out of bounds, and it'll be Iowa basketball. Sam thought he got a timeout called. I'm not sure Dad even would want that one.
No, you don't want that timeout. Doug Sermons bailed him out, no doubt about it. You're out of bounds. Hawkeye basketball. But you saw the first possession there. They tried to put Price Sanford down low on the block to post up Bennett Sturts. Bennett played great deep.
Real good defense. Here's Combs for Iowa. Now to Koch. We played a half a minute. Combs holds up high post right to Banks. He drives into the paint, drop steps in the lane, turns, shoots, and in and out. No good. Oh, man. Had a good look at it. That normally falls for Tavian, but I like the way he got in there.
Yeah, they got Sam Hoiberg, 6 foot tall, trying to guard Tavian Banks. That time Tavian tried to take advantage of the mismatch.
Here's a deep three that is good by Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence drains a long one. That's almost 25 feet there. Cale Combs gave him room to shoot that, and he made him pay. 3-0 Nebraska. 18:45 to play. Here's Magnow on a give and go from Sturts. Throws to the wing to Combs. To Banks. Hawks take the shot clock down to 10. Now Sturts, stop and go move. Gets in between high post right to Magnow in the lane. His shot blocked by Rink Mast, and away Nebraska goes with the steal. Price Stanford almost picked by Cooper Koch, but Price gets it weak side for Hoiberg. He gets around Banks, drives in for a layup attempt, but Banks has him covered up nicely. Mast will shoot for three. It's no good. Bayuktajel with a rebound, and Price Sanford hits the baseline jumper.
Offensive rebound. Three-pointer Price Sanford. They immediately turn, look to the right corner, and there's Sanford.
6-0 Nebraska. So the Hawks misfire on their first two trips down the floor. Nebraska puts back-to-back threes together with Sanford on an offensive rebound. And Russell, here's a drive and a score by the All-American Bennett Sturts. Just took it in from the right wing. Hawks cleared the lane for him. And Bennett beat his man off the dribble drive at 6-2. 17:35 to play in the first half. Sturts chasing Sanford. Running him into screens. Here's Hoiberg. Give and go to Mast. He drives in, scores, and is fouled. High screen and roll. And Mast got behind Magnow and Banks. And the and one coming for Rink Mast. 82% from the foul line. That was easy.
Yeah, coming too easy, Gary. It took the words right out of my mouth on that one. And Ben McCollum talking to his guys right now, saying, hey, we got to keep the ball out of the paint in there. Keep them outside there. Don't allow Rink Mast an easy roll to the basket for the end one. The foul committed by Tavion Banks.
Free throws good, and the Huskers are out to an early 7-point lead, 9-2. They've scored on 3 of their last 4 possessions. Koch for Cale. Cale Combs now top of the circle. Sturts guarded by Lawrence. Combs goes into the paint. Drops it to a baseline cutting Banks. Shot up, no good. He's missed 2 from in close. And the Hawks hustle back on defense. Hoiberg throws it to Mast left wing. Now to Lawrence. He feels it and misses a 3. Bayuktajel over the back of Sturts for the rebound. Sanford for 3. Good. Timeout Iowa.
3 threes for the Cornhuskers to start.
2 offensive rebounds lead to 2 Price Sanford threes. And the Hawks are in a double-digit hole already at 12-2. Iowa basketball when we come back. This is Hawkeye basketball, presented by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great, and with the recent uncertain times, we got through it, thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank. Simply better banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Choose Wellmark and find your plan at wellmark.com. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball.
Hawkeyes in an early hole, 12-2, 3 threes for Nebraska, both by Price Sanford and Bobby. Both those threes by Price came off offensive rebounds.
Yeah, they did. Got to clean that up. And it's one guy there from Turkey, Berkay Bayuktanchel, who was just taller than him, but he's got long arms. Just kind of tiptoeing over the top. The Hawks thought they had him boxed out, but you got to do your work a little bit earlier with Berkay. You got to get him out before he gets into the paint. He will wade you underneath the basket and get those tippy-toe rebounds.
Tonight's broadcast of the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship is authorized under broadcast rights granted by the NCAA through Westwood One and intended solely for the private non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the NCAA and Westwood One is strictly prohibited. So the Hawks had to call timeout. Combs and Koch bring the ball down the floor.
Alvaro into the game.
Now, Paul Garris had the big night with 20 the other night. Hopefully he's equally as hot tonight. Here's Combs into the paint, turns, shoots, and scores. Mast had him on the switch. He got rid of Mast on a big shove-off. Let that contact go. It's 12-4. So there's a start for the Hawks. Backdoor feed for Price Sanford, and he gets hooked by an Iowa double team and a reach-in foul called, I believe, on Fulgaris. Are they going to get Sturts?
Fulgaris.
His first. 16:26 to play, just settling into our seats. The Huskers have jumped the Hawks. Led by 10, now it's 12-4. Lawrence, who has one of those threes, gets it to Mast. Mast trying to back the dribble in on Cooper Koch. Drives him into the paint, turns, shoots, and scores off the blast. Well, Mast just roughed up Cooper Koch. Kept bouncing him off his mark, and not much Cooper could do about it.
We'll go right back to it next time.
For sure. 14-4 Nebraska. Played 4 minutes. Combs crosses Hoiberg over, gets into the paint, bounces to Banks, baseline. Reverse layup is good. This time it went down. Davian missed too early. Got that one to crawl over the left side of the iron, 14-6.
Yeah, that time took his time, Gary. Saw what was on him, Rink Mass behind him, used the basket to protect the shot, up and under move. Banks, first basket.
Lawrence has it for Nebraska. Now to Mass, shot fake. Drives into the paint, hooks a pass to the wing. Hoiberg's open for three. No good. Mast over the back, no call. And we play on after a put back by Mast.
He's got 7 quick points, and they're just killing the Hawkeyes on the board.
Just went right over the top of Al Fulgaris. 16-6. Nebraska back up 10. Sturts trying to work free for a jump shot. He's covered up. Here's Combs. Picked up by Lawrence. Now to Sturts. Crossover dribble gets around Bayuk to Gel. Score. No. Ball crawled off the back of the iron, but Bennett Sturts will get 2 free throws. That shot got knocked awry just a bit by the foul. Timeout on the floor. Tate Sage and Cam Mannion are going to come back for Nebraska when play resumes. Hawks trying to weather an early storm here at the Toyota Center, the home of the Houston Rockets, where the Huskers have rocketed out to a 16-6 lead. This is Hawkeye basketball, presented by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield from Learfield.
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile, better together.
This is healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Choose Wellmark and find your plan at wellmark.com. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye fans, gear up for game day with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, they bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Sip on fan favorites like Easy Eddie, Citrus Surfer, and Neighborhood Beer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to the stadium? No worries. Join them at any of their 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks!
Despite the unshakable Iowa Corn-Cy-Hawk rivalry, there is one thing Iowa State and University of Iowa fans can both agree on. Getting hyped for unleaded 88. It's cleaner burning and better for your engine, and it's cheaper than other fuel options, making unleaded 88 the clear fuel choice. If Iowa Corn-Cy-Hawk rivals can agree on it, you know it's worth the hype. So pump it up with unleaded 88, grown by Iowa corn farmers.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball.
Hawkeyes have 3 field goals. Nebraska has 3 threes. 16-6 Cornhuskers on the strength of 7 rebounds to 0 for Iowa, including 4 offensive. Second chance points, ugly, 8-0 Nebraska. That's been the story, Bobby, early on.
Been the story early. You get those offensive rebounds. You're kicking them out to, they're immediately turning, looking to the corners. That's a drill that they do all the time, every day in practice. You get the rebound, turn, look over here to the right corner or the left corner, and they've been open and knocking down those 3-point shots. So, all right, get that 5 minutes out of your system right there, Gary, and now it's time to play some ball.
Banks and Combs exit in favor of Tate Sage and Cam Mannion. As a presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Hoops, Midwest One Bank combines sophisticated banking solutions and local expertise to deliver a custom financial strategy unique to your needs. Midwest One, small enough to care, big enough to deliver. Midwest One, member FDIC. 16-6 Nebraska. Bennett Sturts has a chance to eat into that lead with 2 free throws, 85% on the year for the senior from Liberty, Missouri. Jesse James grew up right nearby, and Sturts is a sharpshooter like Jesse James, in a different way, of course. Makes the first free throw. Second one is good. 14:59 to play first half. Now the Hawks need to get some stops. 16-8 Nebraska. Don't see any changes in the Husker lineup. Masked. Check that. Braden Frager is in, the redshirt freshman from Lincoln. They work the ball left side in front of the Iowa bench. Mask backing into Mannion. Turns, goes baseline, shot way short. Good defense by Cam as he bodied up Rink. Hawks get the rebound. Chance to cut the lead to 6. The deficit to 6. Sturts, stop and go move, gets down left side of the lane, shot up and good, and counted, and a foul called on Nebraska. 16-10 Huskers.
You're going to get that foul on Jamarcus Lawrence, who swiped in there late. Bennett makes a nice move with the left hand. A little floater off the wrong foot. Bennett's off and running.
Herky, jerky, shifty move by Bennett Sturts. Got 2 free throws and a field goal, make it a 3rd free throw. 5 in a row by the All-American. 16-11. Hawks back to within 5. Prager for Nebraska. Drives a pass left wing for Lawrence. Misses a cutting Price Sanford. Prager to Lawrence. Now to Mast. High post left. Manyow shuts the door on him. Here's Price Sanford. Mast with a shot fake. Gets around. Manyow drives in and misses the runner off the glass. Cam spears the rebound. Outlets to Sturts up the near sideline. Bennett crosses over into the center of the floor to Folgaris. Now to Sage. Hawks getting some energy, some life in those legs. Here's Al Folgaris. Fake shot on the 3. Cross-court feed for Koch. Now to Sturts. Bennett gets into the paint. Drop steps, throws to the corner. A 3 by Folgaris is good. Just like that, it's 16-14. A 2-point game.
How about that? 8-0 run by the Hawkeyes. Home within a basket.
Hoiberg into the front court. Well, they're running Sanford off a lot of screens. Here's Hoiberg into the corner to Prager. His long jump shot is good. That's a 3. That answers the Iowa 8-0 run. 19-14 Nebraska. Hawks paying attention, as you would imagine, to Price Sanford, but that leaves other shooters open. Folgaris. Wing 3 is good by Tate Sage. And the gun barrels are heating up.
It is a shootout here in Space City here, Houston, Texas.
19-17 Nebraska. Back and forth we go now. Both teams hot. Prager for 3 more. Yes, sir. The lefty reins in a 3. Koch was late getting there.
All right, don't leave him now. He's capable 3-point shooter. Don't be helping out here. Just stay on Prager.
35% from 3. Here's Manyow fouled on a reach-in. They got the ball. Folgaris got it into the paint. And a chop down on the wrist. It'll be Iowa basketball. 12.5 to play. They're going to get Hoiberg with the reach-in. Sam will come out of the game. And the very capable Cale Jacobson replaces him. He had the big overtime with a couple threes against the Hawks out in Lincoln a few weeks ago.
They don't go deep into the bench. Those 2 guys right there, Prager and Jacobson, are deadly.
22-17 Nebraska. 12.5 to go opening half. The Sweet 16 from Houston. Sturts shadowed by a double team. Holds up high post left. And the deflected pass goes to a Hawkeye. Tate Sage, he's knocked down by Prager. And that's 3-4 team fouls on Nebraska. Hawks have committed 2. We got back-to-back fouls on the Huskers. Prager just out of control, was going for the ball and ran into Sage, knocked him down. Here's Sturts. Isaiah Howard's in the game now. Sage double pumps on a 2-shot attempt, drove right at Buchtel, who blocks his shot as he tried to knock it in off the square. Tate should have taken that 3. Had a clean look, couldn't quite pull the trigger. Prager is open again, hits another one.
He'll pull the trigger. That's 3 in a row for Prager. 3 threes.
How do you lose that guy?
Off the bench.
Nebraska. Reigning 3, 6 for 10 from 3. And we haven't played 10 minutes in the game. 25-17, the Huskers jack the lead back to 8. Folgaris goes right baseline. And a bounce pass inside to Manyow is knocked away. A foul called on Nebraska. They're going to get Cale Jacobson on the switch there. Hawkeye basketball is sponsored by Mid-American Energy. They deliver an all-star performance with a balanced energy mix of wind, solar, and other sources, keeping your power reliable every time you need it. Learn more at MidAmericanEnergy.com. Mid-American, longtime proud sponsor of Hawkeye basketball. 11.5 to go in the first half. Both teams shooting white hot now, but Nebraska's 3-point shooting. Hawks got to get out and guard that perimeter. They're 9 for 15 for the game. 60% shooting, 60% from 3. This is Hawkeye basketball presented by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? Let's break it down. Innovative tech means smarter and safer driving. Intelligent all-wheel drive will keep you ready for anything. And built Ford tough trucks will always get the job done. Plus, come into your local Ford store today and get super low APR financing, big cash back, and great lease offers on Ford's full line of cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Sales claim based on calendar year sales.
This is healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Choose Wellmark and find your plan at wellmark.com. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
This is a commercial for Pioneer Seed Corn.
In 1926, Pioneer revolutionized farming with the first commercial production of hybrid corn, and we've been innovating ever since.
The one that started it all. The #1 seed to beat. The one for you.
In 2026, we celebrate a century of innovation. Plant the 100th season. Plant Pioneer. Visit pioneer.com/100.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball.
Hawkeyes trailing Nebraska 25-17 here at the Sweet 16 game in Houston. 25-17, 11:34 to play. A story for Nebraska, red-hot shooting, but also controlling the glass. 8 rebounds to 2 over the Hawks, 4 offensive. But 6 of 10 from 3. Frager has 3. Price Sanford has a couple. They have 5 of the 6, and they've had the hot hands, Bobby.
Yeah, they have. They came out firing from 3. Gary, and off the bench, Braden Frager didn't let up as he came in. He was looking to shoot, and a smooth shooting lefty connected 3 times, 3 in a row.
Here we go. Iowa basketball trailing by 8. Gail Combs throws out to center. Jump circle. Manyow's waiting for it. Hawks try to chop back into that lead. They got to within 2 at 16-14, and then back-to-back threes. Sturts drives in, penetrates, gets to the baseline. Now to the corner and Sage. 3 to shoot. Bennett lets fly. It hits the iron short. Offensive rebound for Sage. Hawks get another look. Howard's open. Lobs up the shot down through, and that's a 3. Isaiah Howard, the flashy sophomore, is going to play a lot the next couple years. Brings the Hawks back to within 5. 25-20. Here's Jacobson into the front court. Combs is guarding Sanford. Frager is being chased by Sturts. They screen off Bennett on him. Here's Jacobson driving inside. Shot is up, no good, but a foul is called on Isaiah Howard. Howie got beat off the dribble, and Jacobson will shoot free throws. 25-20 Nebraska, 10:47 to play. First half. That is team foul 3 on the Hawks. Nebraska's been whistled for 5. Jacobson at 58% from the foul line. Good shooter that he is. He has struggled at the free throw line, but he makes the first. Nebraska 2 out of 2 at the line. The Hawks 3 for 3. Hoiberg back in for Nebraska, replacing Jamarcus Lawrence. Second free throw by Jacobson is on the way and right through. 27-20 Huskers. Combs and Howard, Sage, Manyow, and Sturts on the floor for the black and gold. There's Cam looking for Bennett. Took a passing lane away from it. Manyow into the lane, now to the corner, and Howard throws opposite corner. Sage is open for 3. Down it goes. Back-to-back threes for the freshman.
How much confidence will that give that young man, that young freshman from Oklahoma, shooting it as soon as he catches it. Catch and shoot for Tate Sage.
27-23, Iowa back to within 4. The Yukdagel for the Huskers to Jacobson. Howard trying to stay with him. Gets a screen. Here's Hoiberg. Jacobson, top of the circle. Around Buchtengel, goes right baseline. Manuel switches off on him. He gets into the paint and throws his shoulder into Howard and throws the shot up and in. Jacobson just out-muscling Isaiah Howard.
Off the bench, 13 points now for Nebraska. 9 for Frager, 4 for Jake.
29-23, Iowa down 6. Here's Sage, throws it away. Got pinned on a double team on the baseline. Hoiberg picks off the pass. He anticipated that nicely. Sanford for 3, no good, but a foul called on Isaiah Howard. They say, well, stepped into Sanford as he let the shot go.
2 on Howard and 3 free throws coming for Sanford.
Wow, that's a killer there.
You never want to foul jump shooters, Gary, and you really never want to foul three-point jump shooters and
for sure.
Sending an 80% free thrower to the line.
Especially this guy, Sanford, just like his older brother, outstanding at the free throw line. 85% is Price. Makes the first. He'll get 2 more. 30-23, Nebraska. Hawks were down 12 early. They came back to within 2. Got down 9, came back to within 4. And now they're down 8 as Sanford hits his second free throw. Price has 8 to lead Nebraska. 7 for Sturtz to top Iowa.
What a year he's had. 18 points a game this season to lead Nebraska.
And 3 for 3, Price Sanford. Got 9. Nebraska's lead is 9. 32-23. 4 team fouls now called on Iowa.
Here we go, the 1-3-1 coming after the Bain free throws.
We saw this at the Vanderbilt. No, and Holmes just fumbled a pass out of bounds. Cale just didn't look it in and fumbled it into the sideline. Unforced error on the Hawkeyes. And for Iowa, just their second turnover, but my goodness, in this game, here's a steal by Fulgaris. He picks Hoiberg, and he's fouled on his way to the basket. That'll be 2 free throws. They're going to get Buchtengel for chop down as Al left the floor. Second foul on Berkay. They'll have to come out of the game, we would think. That's 16 fouls on Nebraska. Hawks can get them in the bonus here. Still with 9:10 to play in the half. Fulgaris short strings the first free throw. Al made all 6 of his throws against Florida the other night, but not this one. 32-23, the lead holds at 9. Second free throw is good, right through for Al. He's got 4. Iowa back to within 8, 32-24. Still 9 minutes to go first half. Lots of basketball to be played here for the Hawks to come back and knocking at the door. Hoiberg's open for 3, clangs it up there, and Banks with a rebound. That's the guy you want shooting the 3. Iowa with a chance to get to within 6 or 5 with a 3. Combs. Straight line pass to Sturtz. Top of the circle left for Koch. Cooper hasn't even had a shot yet. Got the ball. Sanford guarding him. Sturtz gets into the lane. Bounces to Banks. Back out top for Combs. Cale holds up high post right. 2 to shoot. Koch lets it go. And it goes in. How will it count?
We're going to look.
Will it count? They're going to review.
Yes.
They're going to review it. You think he got it off?
Yeah, I think he got it off. I was watching for the light to illuminate the backboard, and I think he got it up.
Now the Hawks scratching for every point they can get here. All plays under review are brought to you by Athletico Physical Therapy. Athletico Physical Therapy. You don't need a jersey to move.
The call on the floor is a made basket by Iowa. That play is under review. Officials review.
And unfortunately, we do not have a replay monitor at our desk tabletop here tonight. And so we'll have to either watch the replay on the Giants scoreboard. Now we got a replay. Let's see.
Clearly off.
Well, I don't know. I can't. I didn't see the line at all on the backboard go off at all. I know it went off looking at it from this angle, but on TV. Okay, now we got a better look at it. Ooh, it's going to be close. Athletico Physical Therapy at Athletico. Recovery fuels what's possible. Move like you mean it. Schedule your free assessment at athletico.com. Athletico.com, a proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. From the Sweet 16, you're listening to Iowa Hawkeye basketball. Thanks for tuning in Udell, Underwood, Union, Urbana, and University Heights. All along the Hawkeye Radio Network. They have not changed the score yet. 32-24 Nebraska. Bobby thought it was good. I don't think, have they announced? I did not hear an announcement. Coming over to television to Doug Sermons is the crew chief. He stops to visit with the Iowa coaches. Hawkeye basketball is sponsored by University of Iowa Healthcare, here for you no matter where you are in the state, changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. UI Healthcare will present, as they always do, our halftime coverage tonight when we review the first half stats. Lots of former Hawks here, including Luke Lachey, the outstanding tight end, had a terrific career at Iowa. Often injured, but boy, when he was healthy, he was as good as it gets. Luke's on the Houston Texans roster. Cooper DeJean is in the house. Jordan Bohannon is here. Nicholas Baer and Ryan Luersman. So we've got both basketball, former terrific Hawks, and former football Hawks.
Don't forget J.R. Koch.
J.R. Koch, of course. He's here every game. I saw Lon Olenzak up in the crowd. Back from your era, Bobby.
Dr. Sue Beckwith said hello to her up on the mezzanine. She's here taking in the action as well.
Time to take a look at what's on tap. Brought to you by Big Grove Brewery. The Hawkeye tennis team is at Indiana tomorrow. Baseball will host number 1 UCLA at Dwayne Banks Field this weekend. And softball will host Washington at Pearl Field. Grab an Easy Eddie, fresh, juicy, and just what you need for game day. Easy Eddie, it's easy to enjoy responsibly. Big Grove is your destination for every Iowa Hawkeye basketball game. Catch all the action with great food, warm hospitality, and ice cold beer at Big Grove. Well, they've announced the jump shot by Koch is not good. Did not beat the clock. So the score will hold at 32-24. Hawks not getting the breaks here in the first half. Got to play better. Get those shots off quicker. Here comes Nebraska as we resume play with 8.5 to go, first half. Brink Mast back in the game, leaves it for Frager. Right back to Mast. He drives into Fulgaris, stumbles into the lane, but the ball goes to, I think, was it Hoiberg? Sam picked up the garbage and put it up and in. That's the way the first half has gone for Iowa. They're just getting out-hustled. Outplayed and out-hustled. 8 minutes to play. So instead of being down 6, the Huskers are up by 10 on the Hawks. Here's Fulgaris. And he throws it away. Those arms were waving on that Nebraska defense. Jamarcus Lawrence takes the dribble right wing. Nebraska ranked in the top 5 earlier in the season. They've been in the top 10 most of the year and ranked 15th coming into tonight. Here's Bayukajel. He has the ball knocked away by Koch. Tried to get cute with the dribble. Cooper reached in and poked it away. Combs all the way back for the Hawkeyes. Curls in a jump shot left to the lane. The little Euro step by Cale Combs.
Beautiful move by Cale Combs. The left-hander takes that left driving lane all the way to the basket to get his second basket of the game.
Hawks down 8, 34-26. 7:05 to play in the half. Hoiberg throws his shoulder into Banks. Banks peeled the ball away and steals it. He's asking for timeout. Instead, they're going to get a jump ball. Frager reaches in and grabs the basketball and ties up Tavian Banks. And it'll be Iowa basketball in the alternating arrow. Tavian was trying to call timeout, but bless his heart, he He had both arms wrapped around the basketball, remembering the Alvaro Folgueras debacle the other night. He couldn't get the timeout called before he was tied up by Frager. Did a good job of jumping on the ball.
Yeah, great hustle by the Hawkeyes defensively there. Stop the dribble penetration, knock it loose, and Tavion, the pit bull, goes to the ground.
That's back-to-back steals for the Hawks, too. Nebraska now with 4 turnovers. Iowa has 4. Iowa can get to within 6. Here's Koch, a reach-in foul on Price Sanford. Price went for the one-bounce steal, but beat to the ball by Cooper Koch, and now 1-1. 17 fouled on Nebraska. Price really upset with himself. That's a second foul on Price Sanford. He and Buyuktajel with 2 personals each for the home team, home uniform wearing Huskers. They are the lower seed, higher seed, I should say. Cooper's free throw is good. And I'm happy to say Cooper Koch is in the scorebook.
Yeah. Wiped that first one away for him, but now he's got her rolling out. That first on the 1-1, now the bonus.
34-27, Nebraska's lead, which has been as many as 12, is down to 7. To make it 6. Koch nails a pair of free throws, 34-28. Folgueras, Sage, Koch, Sturts, and Banks on the floor for Ben McCullum. Here's Hoiberg at the point for NU. Lawrence screens for him. He takes it right side. And now a whistle and a reach-in foul off the screen called on Al Folgueras. Set a hard screen. That his first.
Foul's going to be on Tavion, his second.
Oh, that's even worse news.
Yeah.
Pass comes into Mast. 5 team fouls on the Hawkeyes. Here's Hoiberg on a cut weak side. Layup good. Too many easy shots for Nebraska. They're working for him now. They're meticulous passing. Give the assist to Sanford there on a weak side wing cut by Hoiberg, and it was layup practice. 36-28 Nebraska. Folgueras, pass fake, drives inside, throws back to the wing. Koch is open for 3. He rushed that one. Folgueras tips a rebound out to Sanford. Nebraska's got numbers, 3 on 2. Hawks catch up. Here's Hoiberg driving to the basket, throws up a layup, good. Mast arm hooked of Folgueras and kept him out of the lane, and again Hoiberg had a free run to the basket. Back-to-back layups. Huskers back up 10, 38-28.
Time for Bennett Sturts. Come alive.
And Bennett's been a guarded Hawkeye, as you can imagine. He's only taken 3 shots. Here's Banks on a drive, misses the layup, tip up and good. Nice job on the offensive glass by Tate Sage. Boy, he played awfully well coming off the bench. He's got 8, 5:17 to play in the first half. Hawks trying to hang in there, 38-30. Here's Sanford scoring on a high pick and roll. Nice pass by Lawrence or Frager on the entry feed, and 3 straight layups for Nebraska.
Sanford now with 11 points in this first half, and that was just a good hard move by Price. Turn in the corner, the hard speed cut to score, got it.
Folgueras goes in and dunks the ball over Rink Mast. Now Folgueras says, here's a layup.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
40-32, Nebraska. Hawks got to stiffen defensively, though.
It's a lot of points, 40 already with 4.5 to go.
They're heading for 50, unless something changes. Mast is open for 3. That's way short, and Banks runs the rebound down on the sideline. Leaves it for the quarterback, Bennett Sturts. 4:24 to play in the half. Sturts for Banks. Now to Folgueras. Now with that dunk has got 6. He screens for Sturts into the lane. Reverse layup, no good. Sturts hits the deck. Gets up and hustles back down the floor. Lawrence for Nebraska. Now to Mast. He runs into a double team for Hoiberg. Hoiberg works his way into the lane, into the corner to Frager. He misses a 3. Koch clears for Iowa. 3:55, first half. Hawks slow it to a snail's pace. Want to get a good shot here. Get back to within 6. They trail it by 8. 40-32. Folgueras. Shot fake on 3. Now to Sturts. Bennett lets fly for three. Down it goes. Deep three. 30-footer. Near 30-footer by Bennett Sturts. 3:32 to go. Hawks are back knocking at the door. They're within 5 at 40-35. And hopefully that gets the All-American going.
Yeah, he's the leading scorer for the Hawkeyes now. He's got 10. Tate Sage off the bench has got 8, but Hawkeye's got to get somebody to stop somebody on the defensive end.
This is Hawkeye basketball presented by Wellmark. Blue Cross Blue Shield from Learfield.
RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Iowa Athletics, and we understand there's a number for everything. Square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's being a trusted RE/MAX agent. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of Iowa Athletics. Each office independently owned and operated.
This is healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Choose Wellmark and find your plan at wellmark.com. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Life's busy. Quickstar makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Top off your tank with Quickstar's fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus, enjoy added perks like free ATMs and complimentary air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track, because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. Stop into Quickstar today.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball.
Both teams not scoring at will, but scoring a lot. Both teams now shooting 60% for the game. Nebraska 14 of 23. They had the hot hand early. It's 61%, 6 of 13 from 3, 46%. The Hawks now come back. They're 5 of 7 from distance and 12 of 20 for the first half. High-scoring game, 40-35. Nebraska leads by 5 with 3.5 to go. Hi to everybody out in Carroll and the Carroll I Club in particular. Lost a great Hawk here this past week. Danny Rowetter, one of hundreds who would come out to the I Club outing at the American Legion post in out near Litterdale, Argyle, just west of Carroll off Highway 30 every year.
What's the name of that town? I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, so am I.
One of the most awesome
I
clubs that they have out there.
That's
just
the
west of Carroll.
Best feed on the I Club circuit.
Yeah, the people are awesome.
And Danny was a great Hawk.
Arcadia.
That's where it is, not Argyle, Arcadia. So our sympathies to the family of Danny Rowetter out in Carroll. Here's a jump shot by Lawrence in the lane, no good. Mast had his hands on the rebound, but had it knocked away, I think, by Fulgaris. Al's roughing things up in there.
Yeah, Tate Sage right there to get the loose ball rebound, and Hawks slow it down.
Iowa down 5 now with the basketball. 3 minutes to play in the half. Sturts who hit a big 3 a moment ago, but he's got Frager in his jersey. Here's Koch looking for Tate Sage inside. Sage will shoot the 3 instead. No good. He had too much mustard on that. And the Hawks hustle back on defense. Down 5 with 2:40 to go. First half. Nebraska 40, Iowa 35. Hoiberg leaves it for Frager. Center of the floor for Buyuktajel. Now to Hoiberg. Hoiberg backs the dribble out right wing to Frager. A bounce for Mast along the sideline, and he throws it away. He got knocked off stride by Koch. Should have been called for a travel.
Yeah, good job by Cooper of bodying up on that low block, forcing him off the spot.
Hawks have another chance to cut into the lead some more. Koch for 3. Bombs away. 40-38.
No hesitation. Cooper from the left corner.
Cooper put it in the coop. Here's a corner three. No good, and a foul called on Cale Combs. 3 free throws coming for Jamarcus Lawrence. That's the second time the Hawks have fouled a three-point shooter. And Lawrence will toe the line with Nebraska up by 2 with 1:56 to go in the first half. Ouch. The shot was well short, so you have to believe there was contact. And Lawrence, a 75% free thrower. Put Bryce Sanford at the foul line a moment ago, or a little bit ago. He knocked in all 3. And now Lawrence will get 3, makes the first. Nebraska has made all 7 of its free throw attempts. Second one is good. Man. Freebies. 42-38 Nebraska. One more to come for Lawrence. Ben McCullum not happy. Nor should he be. Lawrence hits all 3 free throws, and the Huskers are a perfect 9 of 9 from the charity stripe. Hawks are 6 of 7. And the lead is back to 5 for Nebraska. 43-38. Voulgaris puts the ball on the floor.
It's 1-3-1.
Yeah, the 1-3-1 zone that stymied Vanderbilt in the final 6 minutes the other night. The Hawks are trying to find an open look. Where's the John Beeline offense? Here's Voulgaris with 5 to shoot. Brennan Sturz lets it go. It is no good. Strong, rebounded by Buyukdajel. Hawks have misfired on their last 2 trips. Needing a stop with 1:21 to go in the first half. 43-38. Nebraska with the lead in the ball. Hoiberg and Lawrence in the guard court playing catch. Hoiberg trying to get around Tate Sage. Now to Lawrence. He throws up a long 3. Good.
3 free throws got him going now. No hesitation. Confident 3. Jamarcus Lawrence.
7 threes for Nebraska. And it's back to an 8-point lead in a blink of an eye for the Huskers. 46-38. Tate Sage inside to Voulgaris. He backs into Buyukdajel. Shot up and good. Right baseline. Good job by Al. Muscling his way up through Buyukdajel.
Yeah, went over the top of Burke and got that one to drop. 8 points off the bench, Alvaro.
46-40, Nebraska. 35 seconds to play in the half. About a 7-second shot clock to game clock difference. Nebraska will send 4 in deep, 1 out. That's Hoiberg. They'll run it down. Still 17 on the shot clock. 19 on the game clock. Hoiberg guarded by Tate Sage. Trying to get around him. Crosses over into the corner to Mast. He drives into the paint. Spins, jump shot up, no good. Rebound fought for, battled. Iowa has it. Shot clock violation on Nebraska. Mast threw up an air ball. It hit the square but didn't hit iron. 5.5 to go on the shot clock, or 5.5 to go on the game clock, so the shot clock will be off. Hawks got a chance, trailing 46-40.
Got to rush it up quick.
6 turnovers on Nebraska.
If I was Bennett, I wouldn't give up the basketball. I'd just take it on the run and get all the way to the hoop.
Don't know if they're going to check the shot clock or not. I think, well, now they move it to 4.9. Still plenty of time to get down the floor and get a shot off. Here comes Sturz. Across the timeline into that zone. Sage lobs a 3 up. Good at the buzzer. Good at the horn. The Hawks rein in their 7th 3 of the night. And at halftime, after all that fireworks, it's 46-43 Cornhuskers. Game on.
How about that? Yeah, your freshman playing the game of his young career right here with 11 first half points, including 3 three-pointers, 3 3-point field goals made.
Chris Kingsbury wearing number 24 tonight. Tate Sage, that was a deep tray.
Yeah, he knew he had no time left on the clock. Go ahead and take the shot. Shot it in rhythm. A good find by Bennett Sturz.
But another example, Bobby, I was going to say, of Bennett Sturz making a play.
Yeah, triple team, gave it up.
So the Hawks down only 3 at the break, 46-43. And our halftime coverage begins in a minute, courtesy of the University of Iowa Healthcare. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great, and with the recent uncertain times, we got through it, thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank. Simply better banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders, damaged windshields, and slick roads can quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. To get started, find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes with well-marked Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Choose Wellmark for coverage you can count on. Find your plan at wellmark.com. This is the University of Iowa Healthcare Halftime Show. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives.
Gary Dolphin with Bobby Hansen. We're NCAA dancing March Madness. That was about as mad a first half, Bobby Hansen, as we'll see. Iowa got down double digits early, roared back to within 2. Nebraska goes up 10. Roared back to within 4. Nebraska goes back up 10. And here the Hawks are, three-point shooting within 3 at the half, 46-43. They have to feel awfully fortunate.
Well, they certainly will, and feel good about yourself too, Gary. Starting to play better. Hawkeyes 60% from the floor, 15 of 25. They're on fire from deep, 7 of 11. And the rebound numbers are still a little bit deficient there. Nebraska leading that one 13-8, but playing better, Gary. This thing could have got out of hand early, but the Hawkeyes hung in there as you knew as they would. They're they're a resilient group of guys, so look for them to come out of the locker room here to start the second half with better than they did in the first half.
Our Midwest One Bank quick stat here for the first half. I got to go to the shooting percentages. Nebraska couldn't miss doing part to some leaky Iowa defense in the first 5 minutes. They were well over 60%. Nebraska now for the first half is at 57%, but look at the Hawks, over 60%.
Yeah, it's been outstanding, and Bennett Sturtz, the leader of that, dishing it out. He's got 3 assists to go along with the 10 points that he has. So, yeah, it's just defensively, Gary. You can't foul three-point shooters. That cost them 6 points right there, and they're playing hard, but you gotta play smart.
Play smarter, and they will, no doubt, in the second half. That's our Midwest One Bank quick stat. Midwest One, small enough to care, big enough to deliver. Member FDIC. We're back with more Sweet 16 coverage of Iowa, Nebraska. Here from Houston and the Toyota Center in just a minute. We're at halftime, brought to you by University of Iowa Healthcare. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Dives for lunch.
The Juicy Lucy. Essentially, it's a burger, but with cheese on the inside.
James Beard Award winners for dinner.
French technique, but Midwestern ingredients. It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Life moves fast. Quickstar keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a delicious bakery treat, or our take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. Because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. And while you're fueling up with Quick Star's fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. We're all about saving you time, money, and making your life easy. Quick Star's here for you whenever you need us.
You're a Hawkeye. You named your dog Kinnick and your cat Herky. Your morning alarm is back in black. Yep. You're a Hawkeye. And now it pays to be a Hawkeye with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice Credit Union. Low fees and great perks. Plus Iowa exclusives like your choice of a Hawkeye-powered Visa debit card, Iowa merchandise, and exclusive giveaways. You've spent more time at Finkbine than you have at your office, so we know you're a Hawkeye. Now make it pay with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice. Learn more at hawkeyeaccount.com.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Hawkeye Basketball on 1040 WHO is brought to you by Quick Star, Better Business Bureau, Lennox, American Equity, Tournament Club of Iowa, Big Grove, Oak Knoll, U.S. Cellular.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Houston, Texas, this good old NBA arena where the Houston Rockets are are having a great season. No doubt we'll be in the NBA playoffs again. We're hoping to get Luke Lachey down here and talk to Luke, former outstanding tight end for the Hawkeyes, now with the Houston Texans. We're brought to you tonight by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. They know that you're here for every memorable moment, every fast break, every three-pointer, and every game-winning play. Wellmark is here for every moment, too. Longtime supporter of Hawkeye basketball. Wellmark, find the right plan for you at wellmark.com/hoops. Our halftime coverage is brought to you by University of Iowa Healthcare. No matter where you are in the state, changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. Free throws very important in that first half. You heard Bobby mention the Hawks fouled Sanford and Russell from beyond the three-point stripe. And they both made their 3 free throws. That's 6 of the 9 free throws. Nebraska 9 for 9. Iowa 6 for 7 in the first half. So that'll become more of a factor in the latter stages of this game. But you cannot foul three-point shooters. That's our charity stripe recap brought to you by Latham Seeds, Great Southern Bank, and EMC Insurance. Donating to the American Cancer Society for every free throw made this season by the Iowa Hawkeyes. Our charity stripe recap each and every game, courtesy of Latham Seeds, Great Southern Bank, and EMC Insurance. At the half, Nebraska clinging to a 3-point lead, 46-43 over the Iowa Hawkeyes. They led by as many as 10 on a couple occasions. We're back with our Hy-Vee halftime stat recap in a minute. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fans section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile, better together.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Welcome back to halftime here in Houston. The Hawks trailing Nebraska 46-43. Both teams fighting hard. Nebraska ruled the first 5 minutes. The Hawks roared back. Iowa roared back a couple times midway through the half and got to within 3 here at the break after being down 10 on several occasions in that first half. Nebraska owned the game early, out-rebounding Iowa 8-0. The rebounds have evened up as we go to the Hy-Vee halftime stat recap. 13-8. Nebraska out-rebounding the Hawks in that first half with 5 offensive boards. The Hawks did a better job of buttoning up the glass at the middle part and latter stages of that first half. For Iowa, the Hawks shoot 60% in the first half. Got hot in the last 10 minutes, hit 15 of 25 shots, 7 of 11 from 3. Nebraska, 57%. Believe it or not, the Huskers cooled off from that torrid start when they got up 10 early in the game. 15 of 26 for Nebraska, 7 of 14 from 3. So both teams with 15 field goals and 7 three-point goals. Nebraska, the difference in the game, Nebraska has 9 made free throws to 6 for Iowa, and there you have it, 46-43, Nebraska at the break. Iowa's leading scorers are Tate Sage, the freshman off the bench. He's popped in 4 field goals, 3 from distance, and 11 total points. Bennett Sturtz right behind him with 10. Al Folgaris, another solid game off the bench following up his spectacular effort against Florida. He's got 8 points, has hit all 3 of his field goals. 5 for Cooper Koch. Cooper got hot at the end of the half. Now for Nebraska. 1 in double figures, several others close. 11 for Bryce Sanford, 9 for Jamarcus Lawrence, 9 for Braden Frager, 7 for Rink Mast, and Sam Hoiberg with 6. Iowa trailed by 10 in the early stages. Nebraska 3 times led by 10 points. They lead by only 3 at the break. 46-43 and another 20 minutes to go here for before an invitation is extended to the Elite 8. And the Hawks are battling to be there in the end. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
In Minnesota, we don't hide from winter. We embrace it. When there's a nip in the air, we take on the trails. For every layer you wear, there's a new experience waiting for you.
It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Want all the benefits of a new Honda for a fraction of the price? It's not a dream. It's a dream deal. Get 0.99% APR financing on certified pre-owned Honda Civics, HRVs, CRVs, and Passports. Backed by Honda's 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Every certified pre-owned Honda goes through a 182-point inspection and is reconditioned like new. To get 0.99% financing on certified pre-owned Hondas, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. For well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 4/30/26.
Dives for lunch.
The Juicy Lucy. Essentially, it's a burger, but with cheese on the inside.
James Beard Award winners for dinner.
French technique, but Midwestern ingredients. It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
At halftime, Iowa trails Nebraska 46-43. Our stat recap a moment ago is brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Hawkeyes. Get grad party ready for May, Hawk fans. Hy-Vee makes planning easy with convenient catering options, party trays, desserts, drinks, and all the essentials you need to celebrate your graduate. No extra stops, no extra stress. Shop online at Hy-Vee.com today. Bobby Hansen is making his way back from the locker room. He talked to Connor Wheeler, Hawkeye assistant coach, on this first half of play with Iowa down 3 to Nebraska. And each game night, the Hawks are brought to you by the great Iowa John Deere dealers, Sinclair Tractor, Bodensteiner Implement, Van Wall Equipment, P&K Midwest, and KC Nielsen. We appreciate their support of the Hawkeyes all season long because nothing runs like a Deere. Here's Bobby with Coach Connor Wheeler.
Coach, Nebraska came out on fire and jumped you guys early, but you fought back, showed your resilience. What'd you like there in the first half?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, early they got us on the glass. The offensive rebounds, which led to open threes for them, kind of got them going. So for us to slow them down, obviously offensively we got some good looks, but we got to continue to keep them off the glass and make sure we're there. And then obviously we can't have the silly mistakes, fouling 2 3-point shooters.
Yeah, you got good contribution off your bench, Fulgaris and Sage.
Absolutely. They came in ready to go and gave us a big lift when we needed it.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Bobby with Connor Wheeler, brought to you by the great Iowa John Deere dealers, including KC Nielsen, P&K Midwest, Van Wall, Bodensteiner Implement, Sinclair Tractor, all great Iowa John Deere dealers, and many more across the great state and the great Midwest. 46-43, Nebraska with the lead on the Hawkeyes as we get set to go to the second half. One other game in play, that is Purdue and Texas. And that means Community Choice Credit Union brings you this scoreboard update. Texas with a 4.49-45 lead on the Boilermakers 5 minutes into the second half. Texas 49, Purdue 45. Texas, the 11th seed, has bounced a couple of higher seeds out of the tournament. They're trying to do it to 2-seed Purdue.
Coming out of the play-in, Dayton.
Yeah, how about that location? Coach Sean Miller and the Longhorns mowing them down. Right here it's 46-43 Nebraska as we get ready to go to the second half. Later it's top seed Arizona hosting Arkansas. That's in the West region. And right here it'll be Illinois and Houston. The Illini, the 3 seed, the Cougars, the 2 seed. They'll play about 30 minutes after our game here at the arena known as the Toyota Center, home of the Houston Rockets. The scoreboard update is brought to you by Community Choice Credit Union. High fees, unfair charges, no early paydays, no bank you. Become an unbanker instead at Community Choice Credit Union. Ironically, when we got to Houston earlier this week, we learned of the sudden death, the untimely death of former Hawkeye great linebacker Melvin Foster. Melvin was from Houston and a 15-year member of the Harris County Sheriff's Department here in Houston. Iowa's leading tackler for 2 years, all Big Ten. A member of that 1990 Big Ten championship team, played in the Rose Bowl. one of the great players in the league and an All-American linebacker for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Melvin Foster dying suddenly at age 59. Our thoughts and prayers to his wife, Michelle, sons Michael, Morgan, and Marcus, and daughters Tatiana and Ileana, and nine grandkids. My goodness. Melvin played a year with the Dallas Cowboys and then turned his career toward community service and law enforcement. And what a gentle human being he was. I mean, he was about 240 pounds. Remember him well when he played. Broadest shoulders without the pads I think I've ever seen on a Hawkeye linebacker. Melvin Foster passing way too early at the age of 59. That was a terrific team, that 90 team with Matt Rogers. I think Jimmy Hartlieb was at quarterback as well during that era. Tony Stewart. Terrific players on that Iowa team. We remember Mel Foster tonight. Maybe the Hawks can pull it out for Mel.
Yeah, right here in Houston. And we thank Mel and the family and his great career in law enforcement.
Huskers will have the ball to start the second half. We need more of that solid Iowa defense we saw in the latter stages of the first period. 20 minutes away. And a trip to the Elite Eight awaits either the Hawkeyes or the Huskers. Nebraska, the home team with the home white, with the crimson trim, the Hawks in the road black, with the gold numerals and the gold trim. Sanford will inbound for Iowa as we get underway in the second half. Hoiberg, Sanford, the Uknagel, Mast, and Jamarcus Lawrence. Same starting five for Nebraska. Hawkeyes have Manyow and Koch, Banks, Sturts, and Combs. Sanford frees up for three, airs it out of bounds. That's good defense. Price came off a double screen, had a clean look, but just missed the reg. And that, again, that's the neutral setting. Not quite sure of the rims or the backdrops, and he just whiffed on that one.
Yeah, Bennett's doing a nice job of chasing him off those screens. They tried to post up Sturts early.
Sturts for three on the tie. No good. He missed badly. Caught between the right side of the iron and the glass. So both teams missed fire from three on their first possessions. Hoiberg for Lawrence. Nebraska rebound. 19:20 to go in the game. But Uknagel holds up. Now back to Hoiberg, center floor. Screened by Mast. Hoiberg gets around it. Throws into the corner. But Uknagel misses a three. And the rebound is run down by Tavian Banks, but he couldn't control it. It's out of bounds to Nebraska. Huskers will get the ball back. That's too bad. Tavian got there first, but Hoiberg undercut him, and he couldn't get to the basketball. Smart play by Sam. 1 minute gone, second half. 46-43 Nebraska. Hoiberg on a crossover dribble. Picked up by Sturts. Now to Price Sanford. Koch has him. Hawks are sagging in that lane. Hoiberg's to Sanford, who's wide open. Misses. Short string and a rebound by Uknagel over the back of Manyow, but he knocked it out of bounds. Tipped it back over Manyow's shoulder. Well, obviously they're letting that contact go. I'm okay with that.
Letting them play here, but no offensive action really first minute and a half.
Hawks get another stop. Chance to tie it with a three. Sturts jump passes to Manyow. Right back to Cam. Into the corner to Koch. Catch and shoot. In and out. No good. Oh, man, I thought it was down. I was ready to call it. Nebraska with a rebound. Hoiberg into the front court. 18:20 to play. Mass, who can shoot the threes, picked up by Banks, drives around him, gets inside, and scores off glass. Tavian overcommitted, respecting his ability to shoot the three. And Mass gives Nebraska a 5-point lead at 48-43. Hawks have gone 2 minutes without a score here in the second half. Here's Bennett. He's open for three. Step back on the way down through. 48-46.
That was easy.
Oh, he had a feet squared, shoulders square. It looked good all the way. Sturts with 14. Nebraska by 2. The Uknagel for Mass. Step back three for Rink. No good. Banks clears. Hawks down 2 with the ball. 17 and a half to play. Combs for Sturts. Back to Combs. He's pinned on the sideline. Throws it away. Unforced error. Couldn't quite handle the double team in front of the Iowa bench. Turnover by the Hawkeyes, their 5th of the night. 17-13 to play. Nebraska gets the ball back with a 2-point lead. Mass drives in on Koch, throws it to a cutting Bayuktajel, and a hook layup is good. They committed a double team to Mass, and Bayuktajel cut from the baseline left. 50-46, Nebraska.
His first basket for Bayuktajel here in the game. He's got 2 points.
Manial high post left, leaves it for Sturts. 16:45 to play. Bennett takes the dribble down the right side of the lane. Inside to Cam. Cam muscles it up, blocked away from behind by Mass. Mass dropped off, helped out on the double team, and blocked the shot away. And here's a pass that overled Mass. Sturts was going for the steal, and a foul called on Rink Mass. He'll be coming the other way.
Good read by Bennett Sturts on that backside. Come over and provide support, and big fella Mass cracked him inside the head.
50-46, Nebraska's lead holds at 4. The Hawks get the ball back. Husker fans aren't happy. I'm not sure what they're upset about. There's a clear contact foul. First foul on Mass. Combs brings it into the front court. Koch, who just missed that 3 a moment ago, gives the ball up for Combs. Now Tate Sage comes back in. He had the hot hand in the first half, as does Folgaris. Here's Sturts, shot fake, drives into the paint. Step back jumper, good, curls it in. Man, what a tough shot.
What a difficult shot that time. Bennett Sturts makes it look easy from the short corner, 10 feet away, right side.
NBA tough there. Bennett Sturts picks up another field goal. He's got 15, 5 of 9 from the field. 2-point Nebraska lead. 50-48, 15:50 to play in the game. Iowa's defense much better here. The start of the second half. Bayuktajel, nowhere to go. Backs it in on Folgaris, right baseline. Forces up a jump shot. No good. Great defense by Folgaris. Hawks have a chance to get it tied on a basket. Take the lead with a 3. Combs knocked off stride by Mass. No call. Into the corner. Sage for 3 and the tie. No good. Kicks long to Sanford. Should say 3 in the lead. Here's Hoiberg trotting into the front court for Nebraska. To Sanford. Back to Hoiberg. Runs into Sturts. Drives into the paint. Lost the dribble. Sturts comes up with it. 3-on-2 the other way, Iowa. To Combs. Going to the basket. Leaves it for Sage. Shot up and good. Tie game at 50 all with 15 minutes to go.
Hawks doing it on the defensive end. They're getting back-to-back stops and got this thing tied up now. Tate Sage, 13 points off the bench.
Started with a Sturts steal. Sanford hunting a 3. Goes inside to Bayuktajel. Shot blocked away by Koch and out of bounds. It'll be Iowa basketball. It went off Bayuktajel. Koch with the block down on the 6'10 Bayuktajel. Iowa defense has arrived.
Yeah, they certainly have. Some of the Hawkeye fans here, they are loving it here, drowning out the multitude of Husker fans.
There's an official's timeout on the floor. It's heating up here in Houston. The Hawks and the Huskers all tied at 50 with 14:45 to play in the game. University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you too. No matter where you are in the state, changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. This is Hawkeye basketball, presented by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments, they're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
This is healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Choose Wellmark and find your plan at wellmark.com. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. Always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball.
As Dizzy Dean used to say, we got a humdinger going on here, Bobby. Iowa, Nebraska. Hawks got down 10 twice in the first half. Really were not in sync for the first 5 minutes, but the first 5 minutes of the second half, they have been spot on. They've caught the Huskers at 50. And over in the West region, 2-seed Purdue and Texas are having a great game, a great battle. Texas by 1, 59-58 with 10.5 minutes to go in that game. Here it's 14:45 to play. Iowa has the ball back after back-to-back stops. That's our Community Choice Credit Union scoreboard update. And the Hawks have a chance to get their first lead of the night. Into the front court comes Combs. By the way, that Nebraska turnover was the Huskers' 8th of the game, Fulgaris, who's playing big time. He and Sturtz work a give and go. Baseline feed to Sage. Now Sturtz for a 3. Step back, air ball. Bennett had a look from the wing. Shot fake, went to his left and didn't have enough mustard on the shot.
Yeah, Prager made a good recovery on that. He's athletic enough and tall enough. Just flew at Bennett, and Bennett came up a little bit wide left.
14:18 to play. Tied at 50. Hawks and the Huskers. Sanford for 3. No doubt about that one.
Amazing. Catch and shoot 3. Sanford.
Coming off a baseline screen. And Nebraska goes back up 3. The air ball by Sturtz, followed by the 3 ball from Sanford. NBA scouts taking note of that. Koch to tie it. Does so. Boy, he can feel it, can't he? He just wants the ball every time down. Koch does. Amazing, amazing performance.
Playing with great confidence there. No hesitation from Cooper.
Game tied at 53. 13:37 to go. Cooper on a 3-point tear. Here's Frager guarded by Cale Combs. Frager tries to get around him. Combs shuts the door. 5 to shoot. Frager, jump shot, good. Boy, Mass made a great play there. Took the pass, then set the screen as he returned it to Frager. He had a clean look from 17. Nebraska back up 2. Oh, they gave him a 3 on that. My bad. 56-53. Wow. 9 threes for Nebraska.
4 for Frager.
9 threes for the Hawkeyes. And Iowa back down 3. 56-53. Sturtz gets into the paint. Step back jumper, no good. Crawls off the left of the iron. Bennett had too much mustard on that shot. 12:49 to go. And the Huskers have the lead back, and now the basketball. Jamarcus Lawrence with it. Sanford hits the deck, gets back up, and hits a jump shot in the lane. He and Sturtz collided the baseline, and Sanford got right back up and ran into the paint, and no defender went with him. 58-53 Nebraska. Sanford on a run now. He's got 16. Koch for 3 more. Rims and comes out. Oh, bad luck there. He's missed 2 like that tonight. Hoiberg back for the Huskers. They double team him. Got to get a stop here. Lawrence into the corner. Frager shot fake. Jump passes to Sanford on the wing. He drives in on Sturtz to the wing the other way. Frager misses a 3. And Sturtz a rebound. Big stop of the Hawkeyes. Down 5 with 11:55 to play. 58-53 Huskers. Hawks caught him at 50, but an 8-3 run by Nebraska has NU back up 5. Here's Koch with a catch in the corner. Hoiberg bodies up on him to Sage. Tate had a big first half. Nailed a couple threes. He's got the ball on the wing. Around rink Mass hits a cutting Cale Combs layup good. Beautiful cut and a dive in the paint by Cale Combs. And the Hawks come back to within 3. Ben McCullum signaling for timeout.
Terrific offense that time by the Hawkeyes. patient in the corner. Cooper had a three-point look. He passed it up, and then he drew the two defenders to him. That opened up the middle of the paint there, Cale Combs, for the dive cut.
58-55, Nebraska, 11.5 remaining in the game. As a presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball, Midwest One combines sophisticated banking solutions and local expertise to deliver a custom financial strategy unique to your needs. Midwest One, small enough to care, big enough to deliver. Member FDIC. 11.5 to go, and then there's a trip awaiting either Iowa or Nebraska to the Elite Eight on Saturday. This is Hawkeye basketball, courtesy of Wellmark Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and Learfield.
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile, better together.
This is healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Choose Wellmark and find your plan at wellmark.com. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Do you smell that? No, it's not just toast. That's the smell of your car payment becoming toast. Move your car loan to Community Choice and toast those payments for 99 days. Get started at unbankyourride.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
In Minnesota, we don't hide from winter. We embrace it. When there's a nip in the air, we take on the trails. For every layer you wear, there's a new experience waiting for you.
It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball.
Lots of red, lots of black and gold. It's hard to tell where the Houston fans blend in with the Huskers, but red certainly has the advantage in terms of colored outfits tonight, but the Hawks are hanging tough. A lot of black and gold. Great turnout by Iowa fans. 11:30 to go in the game, and the Hawkeyes down by 3, 58-55. Cale Combs curled a layup in. He's got 6 points. Hawks are led by Bennett Sturtz, 15. Tate Sage has 13. Bryce Sanford with 16, and Braden Frager with 12 to lead the Huskers. Nebraska basketball as we get back to action here in this Sweet 16 battle between the border state rivals of Iowa and Nebraska. Bryce Sanford dribbles top of the circle to Buick-Degel, comes around a Buick-Degel screen, goes left side for Lawrence. He's open for 3, misses. Cooper Koch battling for the rebound, takes it away from Jacobson, who just checked into the game. Great effort by Coop, and the Hawks get the rebound and the stop.
Yeah, it really was a great effort. He was holding off the Nebraska defender, falling out of bounds, saved it, got the rebound for the Hawks.
Koch has a big 3 here in the second half, and 2 more that should have been down but crawled back out. Sage guarded by Sanford. Now back to Sturtz, 3 to shoot. Lets it go way off the mark. And now Nebraska's playing outstanding D. Man-to-man. 10.5 to go. Nebraska with a stop and a rebound. Sanford runs out, runs all the way in. Shot up, no good. Put it up there too hard. Koch clears. Hawkeyes get another stop. Price did everything right but make the basket there. Fulgaris doubled. Throws to Sturtz, open floor. 58-55 Nebraska. Sturtz with a hook pass to Koch. He can't free himself up for 3. Sturtz goes in. Shot off the glass is good. Knocked down by Frager. We play on. Bennett Sturtz, great body control in midair.
He did. He took the hit, had the physical strength to finish the play, and Bennett now 17 points.
Lawrence with the ball for Nebraska. The Huskers lead is 1, 58-57. Here's Jacobson driving inside, shot block. Oh, and then a late whistle and a call on Tate Sage. Frager was play acting all the way to the basket, and then there was contact as he went up for the shot. Timeout on the floor, and Frager will have 2 free throws when play resumes. 9:43 to play in the game. Nebraska by 1, 58-57. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Hawkeye Radio Network. You're listening to the Sweet 16. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield. Hello to the Hawk fans listening in Hampton, Hanlon Town, also in Hayward and Hawkeye and Hiawatha. Come on, everybody in Hawkeye, stand up. We need some good luck from Hawkeye, Iowa. 9:43 to go in the game. Nebraska by 1 over the Hawks, 58-57 from the Sweet 16 in Houston. This is Hawkeye basketball from Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield in Learfield.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
This is healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Choose Wellmark and find your plan at wellmark.com. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball.
The Hawkeye dance team wearing the cowboy boots tonight with the Tiger Hawk sewed into that leather body. Well, we are in Houston.
Doing the two-step here on the Cornhuskers.
You're not going to bunny hop in those things. They are large on the feet and the ankles, almost to the kneecaps. Right now, the Hawks are down 1, 58-57 as we get back to this Sweet 16 elimination game. Frager at Nebraska at the foul line will shoot 2. Very good free thrower. First one is good. 59-57. It's the first team foul on the Hawks. Each team with 1 here, so they played clean the first 10 minutes of the second half. Second free throw short by Frager. Koch with another rebound. He's doing a good job on the boards. He's got 3. Hawks can take the lead with the 3. 59-57 Nebraska. Sturtz whirls into the paint, holds up high post left. Now for Sage. Good defense there by Jacobson. Sage looks for an outlet. 10 to shoot. Polgaris drives into the paint on Bayuktajel to Sage. 4-3. Rainbows up and no good. This Nebraska man-to-man has been stifling
tightened up.
here.
Yeah, tightened up on that one. Face guarding Bennett, started pushing him all the way out to half court, denying him the ball.
Hawks have been the equal at the other end defensively. Nebraska has no field goals in the last 3.5 minutes. Iowa's been empty for 2.5. 9:07 to go. Hoiberg to Sanford. Oh, he's open for 3. And you can tell by the Nebraska crowd reaction. Missed defensive assignment there. Nebraska back up 5, 62-57. 10 3-point goals for the Huskers. 10 out of 23. Iowa's 9 of 20. Sturts. They switch off Frager on him at 6-7. Bennett gets beyond him. Throws to Tate. To Koch on the wing, and that shot is either blocked. Frager got a piece of that, or Jacobson got a piece of it. And Nebraska gets another turn away. Here's Sanford, has the ball knocked away. Kick knocked away by Fulgaris. To the other end, and Sturts. To Tate Sage. He's fouled on his way to the basket. Jacobson, a good hard foul. And Tate Sage will get 2 free throws. Sanford had the ball knocked away as he tried to come off a double screen. And good job by Fulgaris to reach in with a long arm and poke it away. Sanford hit the deck diving for the 50-50 ball, but Sturts beat him to it. And squibbed to the other end where Bennett, too far underneath the basket, fed a cutting Sage for the two-handed slam dunk, but he was fouled hard. Tate will get 2 free throws. First one's good. 62-58.
What a game this young guy's having, showing us what the future looks like here for the Hawkeyes.
Price Sanford will come out. Like he might have injured his right hand. They're going to take a look at it. He looks like he's okay. He's as tough as Peyton. He's not going to be out long. Sage for the second of 2 free throws. Right through for Tate Sage. Star in the making here. 15 points for Tater. 17 for Sturts to lead Iowa. 3-point Nebraska lead, 8:14 to go. 62-59 Nebraska. Ayuk to Jill to Hoiberg. Right wing Mass. Deep 3. No good. And the rebound to Nebraska. Offensive rebound. Jacobson at 6'6" went up high and got it. Here's Hoiberg. Barrels into Isaiah Howard. Throws back on wing to Mast. He stumbles into the lane. Has a shot blocked away and off of Rink Mast. Cooper Koch and Tate Sage combining on the double team. And I think it was Cooper who banged it off a Mast chest.
Blocked it off a Mast. Great play that time. Cooper Koch getting a little help from Tate Sage.
Both teams are gassed. We're inside 8 minutes to go. Somebody's season has 7 minutes and 48 seconds remaining. It's 62-59 Nebraska. Score more with the University of Iowa College branded Venmo debit card. Rep the Hawkeyes with every tap and earn up to 5% cash back through Venmo Stash, a new rewards program where the more you do, the more you get. No monthly fee, no minimum balance. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard. This is Hawkeye Basketball presented by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield from Learfield.
Spring brings brighter days and more time to show off your cool styles. School drop-off, a chance for your outfit to shine in the morning rays. The sun filtering through your windows, practically a personal spotlight. And family walks, all perfectly timed for golden hour. Shop Kohl's for 15% off and make the most of more daylight. Your outfits deserve it. Select styles. Offer ends April 4th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
This is healthy coverage of the Hawkeyes with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Choose Wellmark and find your plan at wellmark.com. This is Hawkeye Basketball from Learfield.
Everyone knows the BBB is the Better Business Bureau, but depending on what you need, it's the Better Plumber Bureau, the Better Auto Mechanic Bureau, the Better Accountant Bureau. That's because the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better check that business out first so you don't get ripped off bureau. Be smart. Always look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball.
Hawkeyes down 3, 62-59. Play resumes. Nebraska by 3. 7:48 to play in the game. The Hawks have turned Nebraska over and will have the ball.
Turn them over with good defense that time.
Sure.
Hawkeyes come up with the block shot. Cooper Koch off the chest. That's the Nebraska player.
This game is no different than the previous two, isn't it? 5-point game in Iowa City. Overtime win for Nebraska at Lincoln. And here we are, 3 points separating these two neighbors. Sage drives into the lane, a bounce feed for Isaiah Howard. Back out top for Bennett Sturtz. He gets a screen from Mannion. Stop and go move now to Mannion on the paint to the wing, and Isaiah Howard with a shot from the corner that never had a chance, never had enough behind it. I'm not sure that's the shot Ben McCullum wanted. Isaiah had a clean look, but just short-stringed it. Nebraska with a rebound. And still a 3-point lead. Mast holds up left of the lane, pestered by Cooper Koch again. Here's Jacobson. The lefty gets it to Buick-DeGel in the corner. Mannion lets him go. Back to Jacobson. He had the hot hand in the overtime a couple weeks ago. Buick-DeGel throws up an air ball. That's out of bounds. Got away with a travel first. And now he hits the deck. The big Bearcat is back up and running down the floor.
Hawks will allow that shot to happen.
Every time. By the way, congratulations to Isaiah Howard and Cam Mannion, named academic all-district selections this week by the College Sports Communicators Academic All-District Team.
Way to go, men.
They're smart. And the Hawks got to play smart here the last 6:40. Iowa has not scored in 3.5 minutes. Mannion back out top for Koch for 3. God, a tie game at 62. Great find by Cam.
Yeah, great find by Cam. Wide open in the left wing out there. Cooper Koch without hesitation. Once again, that's a confident basketball player.
We're all anew at 62. Here's Sanford trying to give them the lead back and does.
Wow.
Sturtz right in his face. And the former Hawkeye is having a night against his old team. 22 points. And he to make it 25. And he jettisons 5 threes. 22 points for Sanford. Now the Hawks try to get back even with a 3. Sturtz, he is just a marked man. 2 defenders chasing him. Koch is open again. That one is short. Rebounded by Jacobson. That was a tired 3 attempt there by Cooper. 5:44 to play in the game. Hawks need a stop. Nebraska up 3. 65-62. It's been Price Sanford with dagger after dagger tonight. Jacobson, crossover dribble. Finds Hoiberg. Wide open in the wing. Shot is in and out, no good. And the ball knocked out of bounds off of Rink Mass. Again, Cooper Koch battling Mass, giving away 2 or 3 inches and a lot of pounds.
Tell you what, man, everybody out there is giving it everything that they've got. And the Hawkeyes on the defensive end are communicating, passing guys off to each other, and doing a great job here in the second half.
Is one tired dude. He's working so hard at both ends. He's not coming out. Folgaris and Combs come back in for the Hawkeyes. Nice to see Al get hot here as he was the other night. Sturtz into the lane, throws to the corner. Good ball movement. Folgaris for 3. Line drives it in. Wish I'd have called that sooner.
Alvaro says, thank you, Gary Dolphin, for the confidence. And I'll take that at 11 points now for Alvaro.
Adaga, as they say in Madrid. 65 all. Hoiberg to Jacobson. Finds Sanford. He's guarded by Sturtz. Here's Hoiberg. Turns the corner. Gets in the lane. He's got Koch on the switch, but got a screen. Missed the layup. Hawks get the rebound. 4:36 to play. 65-65. 4.5 minutes to go.
Looking like Nebraska starting to tire a little bit.
Each team with 2 timeouts. Nebraska has 3. Here's Sturtz with a backdoor cut to Koch. In the lane to Combs. Back out top for Folgaris. Shot fake. Gets in the lane. Throws to the corner. Now to the wing. Combs for 3 in the lead. No good, short. Rebound Nebraska.
Great job, though. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement by the Hawkeyes. Not an extra pass, about 4 extra passes. Combs had a clean look, but couldn't talk it down. Nebraska tries to regain the lead. Here's a corner 3 on the way. That's short. Rebounded by Sage. Missed by Jacobson. A lot of guys stepping on their tongues right now.
Oh, I'm telling you.
We're at the under 4-minute timeout.
Who's in better shape?
As soon as the whistle blows, Folgeris takes the dribble with the left hand, starts for three. That one's way off. But Koch gets the offensive rebound. A rare offensive board for the Hawkeyes. Now the shot clock does not reset.
The 20.
It's at 10 right now. 3:23 to play in the game, or in regulation. Folgeris for three. That's short. Rebounded Nebraska. 3:17 to play. Freddie wants a timeout. He wants to give his guys a blow, and a wise timeout by Hoiberg. Tied at 65. Iowa 65. Nebraska 65. Isn't this what the Sweet 16 is all about?
Oh, you know it. The entire college basketball world is watching and listening.
4 ties. There's never been a lead change. Nebraska's had at least the lead or a tie from the get-go. And the Hawks have had a couple opportunities to jump in front, but some tired jump shots leave it stuck at 65 with 3:11 to play. This is Hawkeye basketball, presented by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile, better together.
Midwest One Bank is the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye men's basketball.
Both teams leaving it on the floor as we thought they would. 65-65. Fred Hoiberg called timeout. Both teams are completely gassed right now, but a chance for both to recover, get their win back. Each team now with 2 timeouts remaining. 3:11 to play in regulation. Iowa, Nebraska. Wow, what a series this is going to be moving forward, Bobby. Not just tonight. This year, Ben McCullum serving notice that he is here to stay and he is here to compete with an undersized team all year long. And the Hawks have really battled on the boards again tonight. They're down 8 rebounds total, but they've gained a lot of ground since that early drainage ditch they were in when the Huskers mauled the glass the first 10 minutes, built the lead to 10, but the Hawks have scratched back.
Hawks have cleaned that up, Gary, and have not allowed a lot of offensive rebounds here in the second half.
Nebraska basketball, 3:11 to play, 20 on the shot clock. Here's Hoiberg, nowhere to go. To Rink Mass, Folgeris guarding Rink, and in the far corner, Sanford. He's got 22 points, starts with a near steal on the handoff. Now they double team Price. He gets it inside to Mast into the corner. Wide open look for 3. No good. And the rebound tipped and controlled by Tate Sage. Off the miss by Braden Frager. Again, the Hawks have the chance to get the upper hand. 2:40 to play. Combs into the front court for Folgeris. See if Bennett Sturts has his second shooting wind. Purdue's trailing against Texas in the other game. Here's Folgeris grabbed and hooked by Jamarcus Russell. Neither team close to the bonus. I mean, Nebraska's been called for 3 fouls. Iowa for one.
Yeah, second foul
second
there.
half.
Jamarcus Lawrence trying to guard the Hawkeyes there, reached in. Thought he got the ball, but got an arm.
They've let him play here in the second half. That's made for much better basketball. 2:20 to go. 10 on the shot clock. Sturts gets to the lane. Jump passes to Koch. Back to Bennett. He lets fly from three. Good! With 4 on the shot clock. 68-65 Iowa. Hawks have their first lead of the night and 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Hoiberg to Lawrence.
20 points, Ben Sturts.
Lawrence gets around Combs. No shot available. To Mass, to Sanford. Jumps it back to Mass. His long three is no good. Fulgaris with a rebound. Hawks up 3 with the ball. Outlets to Koch. And he waits for Sturts to come get it. 1:38 to play. Hawks have a chance to get a 2-possession lead. 68-65. And this foul situation's really interesting now.
Yeah, just 3 fouls on Nebraska. They're behind. They're going to have to start fouling here to get in the bonus.
Sturts gets in the lane, throws it to Fulgaris. Sage for 3. Good! Back-to-back threes. And the Hawks are up 6 with 1:14 to go.
Nebraska is stunned.
Mast hands off to Hoiberg. They're looking for Sanford. He's got the ball. Here comes a 3. That's way short. You can see it. Rebound Nebraska. A 3 on the way. Looks good. Is good. Wow, an offensive rebound for Nebraska. And a huge 3 for Frager.
Oh, brother. Bad bounce there for the Hawkeyes. They tried to get to the basketball. It couldn't claw it loose, and Frager wide open right corner.
58.4 to go. The Hawks have scratched back from 10 down and have the lead at 71-68 and the ball when play resumes. A huge 3 off the offensive board by Frager. Nebraska has out-rebounded Iowa 31-24 on the night. Offensive rebounds, they were critical early for Nebraska in getting that 10-point lead. They've got 9 offensive boards to 3 for the Hawkeyes, and still the Hawks have the lead at 71-68. Timeout on the floor. Hawkeye basketball brought to you this season by Wimmers. At the game or at home, Wimmers premium quality hot dogs and sausages. Score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork, combine it with natural spices, and you get the best tasting Midwestern hot dog. Wimmers, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Nebraska will pressure full court, just like Florida did the other night. And Combs throws it to the other end. Fulgaris is free. Goes up, scores, and is fouled.
What a play. Hawks come out of the timeout and catch Nebraska sleeping.
What a play by Cale Combs. Well, Buyukdajel was just beyond the midcourt stripe. Fulgaris snuck behind him, went all the way to the free throw line, and Cale Combs threw a touchdown pass. Fulgaris was going up for the dunk. Buyukdajel caught him, got a piece of the hand and the ball. It crawled through the rim, and now Al has a chance for the and one. 73-68, 56.9 to go in the game. Hawks up 2 possessions. Fulgaris, who's been very good at the free throw line, was outstanding in the clutch the other night against Florida. Free throw on and through. 74-68. Start the clock. They didn't start the clock till the ball got to the half-court stripe. Ben McCullum saw that. Sanford for 3, no good. Rebounded by Fulgaris. He's knocked sideways, and it'll be Iowa basketball.
Alvaro Fulgaris coming up big here in the last minute with those rebounds and points.
Al Fulgaris.
Still not bonus yet.
Trying to be a hero for the second game in a row. Iowa gets the ball, 74-68 Hawks, 46.5 to go. In it comes to Sturts. And the Hawks beat the pressure, now a foul. Rink Mast, immediate grab of Tate Sage. What meticulous passing by this team on the inbounds with full court pressure.
Yeah, spreading the court, Gary. They're not getting bunched up in the middle of the court. They're using the entire width of the court and moving it around, but not yet in the bonus.
42.6 to play. 74-68 Iowa. The Hawks have the ball. and 26 on the shot clock. 42 on the game clock. Combs will inbound at midcourt. These are such tough plays just to get the ball in bounds. Tough pass grabbed by Sturts. He gets it right back to Combs. Combs across the timeline to Sage. Inside to Fulgaris. He's free on the baseline. Dunks it through. Slammaroo for Al Fulgaris. Get back, guys, and play defense. They're going to be jacking up threes now. Here's a 35-footer. No good by Mast. Rebound tipped out. Jacobson throws a three up. It's no good. Rebound by Buyuk-Tagel. Sanford for three. That's way short. Mast gets the rebound. 15 seconds remaining in the game. Buyuk-Tagel forces up a three. It's no good. Iowa gets the rebound, and Sage is fouled. 8.5 to go. Hawks back in home, back in the Midwest. 76-68. Iowa. 8 seconds to burn before it's a date with the Elite Eight.
How about that? Alvaro has come alive here in the last 5 minutes.
Who's the loudest in the building now?
Yeah. People in black and gold.
It's not Big Red. And they have the advantage in this capacity crowd. And the Hawks have a chance to seal it right here. First free throw. How about this freshman? Oh, Tate Sage. We're going to get him on the postgame show. 77-68. If they weren't the darlings of the tournament before, they sure are now.
They're the talk of the nation.
Sage misses the second free throw. That's okay. Clock running. 7 seconds to play. Sanford for three. It's good from 35 feet. 3.1 to go. Hawks up 2 possessions. 77-71. Just got to get the ball inbounds. They do to the All-American Sturts. And celebrate. Black and gold. Iowa 77. Nebraska 71. The clock has struck midnight for the Huskers. For the Hawks, the clock will turn again for another day or two in Houston.
Wow. Congratulations to these guys. Man, they played their hearts out, endured a tough start to this game. Gary got down 10, didn't flinch, and came back even stronger.
77-71. And ironically, Nebraska nailed all those threes to start the game. But, Bobby, it was the Hawks who drained the threes as the game was drawing to a close.
It was everybody. It was Sturts. It was Fulgaris. It was Tate Sage coming off the bench. He hit 4 threes. Alvaro hit 2. And you got a couple out of Cooper Koch. So just outstanding team effort here to get this victory over the Cornhuskers.
Both teams with 13 threes